Hello everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about something pretty cool, which is this, the Sasori with Zippy inserts. So I just got these inserts today in the mail along with my carbon honey. Expect a video on carbon honey like later this week, but today we're going to be focusing on this. So the Zippy inserts are really cool. So they are obviously, blade inserts, but more importantly, what I was more excited for are these, the extension spacers. So why did I get so excited about these? Well, firstly, the main thing I had with the Sasori before, right, is it is a better sound that costs a pretty penny, right? It costs 220 bucks if you don't get a blemish one, but that is a decent amount of money. And the problem I had with it was that it's kind of small, so it felt unsubstantial. Now, I didn't have the problem with my Corvus or Orion because those were 100 bucks or more cheaper than this. But this is expensive compared to those. So, yeah, it just felt too much like a toy because of how small it was. But these extension spacers really help. They actually bring it up to the length of, say, let me grab this. They bring it up to the length of the wing, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're like exactly the same length. So, firstly, the spacers make this feel much more substantial. But that's not exactly a big thing, right? It's just my opinion. Now let's talk about the actual flipping. So how do these inserts and spacers affect the flipping? I would say that inserts basically don't affect flipping much at all. They do provide a little bit of weight, but I don't think it's that much that you will notice. It just makes it a tiny bit more blade bias, but it's not that much. If you want to have more tip weight, there is a tungsten weighted one which you can put in, but I'm not using that because I think the Sasori has enough tip weight. Now for the thing that affects flipping the most, the spacers. So, Zippy offers two different types of spacers for the Sasori and Satori. There are flush spacers, which are the exact same as the stock weights, exact same size, and the extension spacers, which are these. So I got the extensions for the reasons I mentioned before, and for one more reason. The main thing that I think the Sasori struggled with for me was chaplains and rollovers, because it didn't carry a ton of momentum. I think that's just owed to the fact that, Machinewise is trying something new, so props to them. But nonetheless, it didn't carry momentum super well, so it kind of slipped away during... what the hell was that? It kind of slipped away during chaplains and rollovers. So, that's where these spacers come in. They kind of shift the weight point at the handles down a bit, because they do add more length to the handles, right? God, my flipping is all over the place today. Yeah, so these kind of move the balance point of the handles down a bit, and that also means it carries a little bit more momentum. So it's just enough that I don't really get scared of this flying away during chaplains anymore. So I think chaplains just as well as my wing, which is pretty good. While still not affecting the performance of fans, this thing still fans phenomenally. As you can see, it's completely flat. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically it for the spacers. I think there's not much else for me to talk about other than the fact that, the inserts and spacers kind of affect the sound as well. Take a listen. It's a bit of a deeper clack than before, but it's not that much of a difference, right? Nonetheless, very cool. Very cool stuff, Zippy. I'm definitely gonna get more mods soon. Maybe for my Superfly, or maybe when some other belly comes out and he makes mods, probably pick something up. But yeah, Zippy stuff is really cool. I think if you have a Bella song that you think could use some cosmetic upgrades or some flipping upgrades, you should get some Zippy mods. And yeah, that's about it for now. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, bye.